let's cross over and bring this conversation and bring in the global space into it. Three banks, HSBC, Barclays Bank, and Goldman Sachs, may be heading to the Parliament in the UK because of issues around disparity in gender pay within those three big banks, of course, you know. So Goldman Sachs, HSBC, and Barclays Bank. That's the report overnight. We don't know how soon they will be facing the lawmakers in London over that. So, but let's check with Juliana Olayinka, who is a Channels TV business correspondent from our London studios, if she has any idea. This is one big issue globally when it comes to, let's bridge the gap between what I get paid and what you get paid, because we should be equal on the payday. That's very important. Now, these three banks, big banks, will have to face lawmakers to explain why they are paying women far less than men. Good morning.
Well, good morning. Good morning, Bosun. I'm happy that you decided to choose this story because clearly you think it's important. But let me just make it clear. Britain's gender pay data collection is more thorough and comprehensive than any other country, with the government requiring firms with more than 250 employees to publish salary details at the start of each financial year. This follows last year's mega scandal at the BBC, where some of the big male presenters were paid more than 60% higher than their female counterparts. It was then that the general public realised just how wide the pay gap was between men and women in Britain. Since the scandal, the country's gender pay gap has barely budged. And surprise, surprise, the biggest banks in the UK are among the worst offenders in paying women less than men. Among other repeat offenders, as you said, Goldman Sachs Group, HSBC Holdings, Barclays Bank and others could be asked to testify in front of a cross-party panel chaired by the Conservative Party member Nicky Morgan, basically to explain how they plan to rectify pay disparities. Men at all of these three lenders earn at least 49% more per hour than women, which I'm sure you'll agree, both of them, is staggering. Has this rocked the city? No, of course not. Sadly, it's business as usual. But important to add is that there's only talks of a summons. No formal request has been made to the banks as of today.
They need to step forward. We need to step forward and defend that at nearly 50% disparity. But again, take us to the opening calls for today, very quickly in about a minute, for the London Stock Exchange.
Okay, well, yesterday, London shares closed higher, added by positive Eurozone data and a sliding pound. The FTSE 100 ended 55.4 points, or 0.8% ahead. Top performers there were the Auto Trader Group, which rose 3.8%. The food service company, Compass Group, up 2.8%. And DCC, the international sales, marketing and support firm, up 2.47%. The FTSE 250 closed just 2.4 points, or 0.01% up. Top of the winners there was the drug maker Indivior. This morning, the FTSE 100 has opened 4 points lower, but let's see how that picks up during the day. One story that's likely to pick up more pace concerns the travel firm Thomas Cook, who've reported a 1.5 billion loss for the first half of the year. Bosses there have said there was no doubt that Brexit has caused its customers to delay their summer holiday plans. Brexit again in the headlines. Thomas Cook now considering to sell off its airlines. The company will be closing 21 stores, so lots of job cuts there. And fewer Britons are choosing EU countries for holidays. So we may be joining you in Lagos soon.
You're welcome. Lagos always open. We look forward to having you. It's going to be a little bit rainy by the time you get here. So get some boots on and enjoy some cold weather as we get into the country's weather for some rainfall. Thank you so much, Juliana. Looking forward, one of our own from the studios in London. Let us get back to the Nigerian marketplace. Our opening calls on the debt market right after the break.